I would love it to be a documentary, but most of it was written line, and it was pretty much fiction. I mean, the actors were saying exact lines from the script. Besides 3 scenes. So it was kind of a very fiction approach, like the ones in all fiction films. You do a lot of rehearsals. Adi wrote a book, and he wrote a book, and then he wrote a script with me for 3 years, and then I asked him to play in the movie. So for him, it was easier for me to let him be himself than it was with the role of Alberto. His name is Digudai. It was very hard for him because he had nothing of a role of Alberto. He's not gay, he's a married man, he haven't been in prison.
Pula mea, dar asta te-a lăsat femeia, frate. O femeie nu ține numai cu pula. Trebuie să zici și vorbe frumoase. Viața mea, dragostea mea, inima mea.
The whole film, as in Soldiers, and in this previous documentary, is dealing with the problems and the status of an ex-prisoner. And because Alberto is the one who spent 14 years in prison, the Alberto character.
Când mai veniți pe aici să spuneți că sunteți prieteni cu
din gură, nu mai vorbi.
Alberto Smardoiu.
Taci din gură, nu mai vorbi.
Din am de șmecher.
Rehearsals and then filmed rehearsals. So it wasn't that much of a documentary. Of course, there are parts that are quite documentarian, which we filmed what we found in the neighborhood while we were shooting or while we had a break. There is only one little thing that it's not fiction. It's with a little girl when they're destroying their houses. That one was definitely not something that was prepared. His approach is different. Here I had also improvisations, and some of the characters didn't want to learn their lines, like in the scene with the impresario. He didn't want to learn his lines, so I had to improvise a lot over there, but it happened that I spent a lot of time with him as well, and I knew how he treats other people, so I asked for what I wanted from him. So some of the stuff were improvised, like the bar scene, but other stuff were completely rehearsed, like in Jude's film.
Băi, lasă gura, când vorbesc eu să taci din gură.
Gata, mă, tac din gură.
Atât. Ochelarii ăsta nu dă nimic.
Că m-a zăpăcit ăsta, muie ăsta.
I don't know if I ever thought that it's an unlikely context, because I've spent a lot of time in Ferentari, in the neighborhood, and I spent a lot of time with these kind of people, so it wasn't that, it was more that somehow it wasn't possible, but though it happened, and it was something nice, so that's more what attracted me.
Și așa cu banul jos poate o fac să vină cu noi la poliție pentru buletin.
Nu te mai suci, mă, ai zis că ți-e rușine cu mine la neamuri. Acum o dai la întors, ce drag.
It was hard anyway to imagine that I would ever find somebody to play this film. I mean, I thought that I'm not gonna find Alberto. I thought that it's impossible to find the next convict who is gonna be, you know, want to share some intimacy with a Romanian guy. No, I thought it was impossible, but. I finished film directing. This is something that I want to do in my life. I think that it was one go with the Radu Judas film. I don't find myself such a good actress, but it was a very good experience.
We are enjoying it maximum and organizing the perfect weather for us. Thank you.